Now I'm going to do a tutorial on how with only your regular makeup do a wound that looks like a little bit realistic without wax or silicone and fake blood. And it's first when I tried, I wanted to do a cut, but it looked more like a burn when I was done, so we'll see. And I'm just gonna do small this time, so it don't take that much time. Yes, with black face paint or black eyeshadow or liquid liner or eyeliner, do how I want it to be, where it's deepest or most burned. I took face paint and I'm gonna let it dry, and first I had BB cream and a skin tone color eyeshadow because I don't have a powder, but I think powder would be better. And I'm gonna paint with a lip liner over it a little bit, so it's better. Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. And then I'm gonna take blush that's pretty pink and paint over it, because if you get a burn or cut, you won't have, your skin will be pretty pink around it. So especially if it's a burn, because then it's more burnt skin around and swollen and it might be infected. Oh, the black. Watch if you have watch so the black doesn't smudge that really much as it did for me. So, but I'm doing this video so you won't make the same mistake as I am. So you learn from my mistakes. That's fair enough. Yeah, like that. We're good, and then I'm gonna take just another blush that's a little bit lighter. Take a little bit on a brush and I got it in my mouth. Like that. Ooh, my face is pink. And then I'm gonna take where's that brush? I used a brush for this. Oh, found it. A dark red lipstick. This is just a real cheap one, so nothing fancy, and just take a little bit on the brush and dab it on the black. Take more as you need it, because you're going to cover all the black with red lipstick. So this is where the wound will be either deepest or most burnt, depending on how you do it and how you want to make it look. I think this will be more burn because that was easy. Just keep going layer after layer till you get what you think look like. wound-ish and not just like black with red over makeup thingy. And then you can start doing a little bit like on the edges and keep going out from the wound. And as you get more out, you get like lighter. You don't have to like sharp edges, because that, if you, well, at least if you do a burn, you don't need really sharp edges, because they aren't perfect, you know. You start getting a little bit lighter as you come out from the wound, from the black. And of course you can do like other stuff than me, and this is just for giving you like ideas. Yeah, that's where I want it to be burned. And then I just can take the lipstick here, like this. Ugh. Then you can like smudge it around with your finger. And then I'm gonna take more bright red and lighter red lipstick color. Isn't really that much of a change, but yeah. And taking on the brush and do pretty much the same thing. You get side look. Sorry this takes a long time, I try to make it fast. But this is like detail work thingy, so it doesn't need to be perfect. That's one thing that's good, because I'm not really good at making things perfect. I like how it looks now, kind of. Just cleaning the brush a little bit. I will use it later, I know that, but and I have like this iPad looking palette I got for Christmas, and just take reddish, purplish, pinkish color on basically any brush at all is good. Not the one you use for your lipstick though, and just carefully dab it on there to get like a more realistic color. And it makes this easier to work with because it doesn't smudge as much. Just taking the same color and keep doing this, dabbing it on. don't like drag it around, smudge it around, because then your brush will get sticky and you might ruin your eyeshadow. Or if you use a powder or a blush, that's your choice obviously. It's like flesh-ish colors. Yeah. And then when you get like, so it looks a little bit more realistic and you want it to look like or infected or just worse, you can take a lighter, well, first take lighter color more at the edges, because that's not as burnt as in the middle. Just dry it a little bit out, but be careful so you don't like ruin the brush or your eyeshadow. I'll later show you what colors I used so you can find, like, if you like how it looks, you can find like colors that looks a bit like it. Do you even see me? I don't think so. I'm gonna put it down here. Maybe. Is my camera dying? I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it work. Maybe like this. And don't make it perfect, because Boons isn't perfect. Like surgical cuts maybe, but the burns and like if you get hurt outside or by like a random killer, they probably won't be perfect. So don't be afraid to use a lot of makeup on this, and let it take time, and don't be too picky with how you make it, because it's not supposed to be perfect. And then you take even lighter, just quickly dabbing it on a little bit, and really even more out on the edges. And if you are my friends or watching this, you want to do this, you can ask me, maybe borrow some of my makeup or something, or I can tell you where I bought it, if I bought it myself and didn't get it for like Christmas. And yeah, I can maybe help you if you don't understand and want to do this still and learn. And yeah, now my face looks really pink, and you just take a blush brush or something and blend it with the rest of the face. And then I'm gonna just take a little more purplish, brownish color and do the same. Because the skin is burned and the flesh is burnt, so don't want it to be perfect. You can use like fleshish kind of color, bloodish colors, few brownish shades, a few purplish shades of colors. until you get something you're happy with. You can like Google pictures if you want to compare to pictures, but I don't really like that. I kinda lost my black. It still don't look that good. Yeah, I'm gonna take just a blackish color and this. Blend it. Blend it, blend it, blend it. I will try to do more tutorials like this if I find something. I'm taking a purplish now and just brushing it carefully on and taking a little bit more black here. I want it to be mostly burned. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more black face paint. Put this away. Carefully, carefully. And then I'm gonna take more lipstick. The darker reds. And putting it on there. Because you want it to look gory. More. Like, do this till you find a desired look for you, or till you're afraid of using more makeup, or till someone else tells you it looks really realistic or good, then you're probably done. This is a little bit different from what I did last time, but I think this looks more burnt and infected, and that's what I wanted. Yeah, and I'm gonna take a little bit from the lighter one too. I'm really sorry this is a really long video, but these things takes time, you know, and I'm not that good at editing, so I can't make it go faster. When I'm doing this, I can't like fast forward because I haven't learned how to edit that good yet. And I just like dabbing it around the middle right now because I want it to be more blackish there. Well, that looks gory enough. I thought of something to do. Well, if you have fake blood or have a recipe of fake blood, you can obviously take fake blood and put it on this. But now take a clear lip gloss that have no color at all, just gently dabbing it on this. And when I say dabbing and gently, don't smudge it around because then your lipstick will change color. While I'm talking about it, I meant lip gloss. This will make it get a more realistic and like moist look. So it's pretty good. But be careful and don't take anything that's glitter in, because it's glitter in mine. That doesn't help it to make it realistic. And take it a little bit over the edges, because if you get a one like this, it won't only be like moist and sticky inside the one, it will also be a little bit on outside, and it won't be perfect and smooth surface. So go a little over the edges and yeah, make it look a bit sticky and yucky and gory. And then you're probably done. And if you want to add something extra, you can try to make it look affected, like a little bit yellow here and there. Can try to just take a Q-tip and take a yellow eyeshadow. Whoa, like do like spots a little here and there. So it doesn't look too perfect and clean. But don't go overboard with this, make it look more realistic than just going overboard. I did go overboard with mine, so